I'm so excited, y'all. So I just got off a Beagle Live with the one and only Big Sexy Official. Hey, Steven. Hey, y'all. Coming in. So I just wanted to get on here real quick to say how excited I was just now. I was on another social media platform, and, one of the celebrities, one of the little influencers said, come on to the live. Go ahead and showcase your business. So I was like, let me grab my wig and let me go ahead and just talk about what I do. Talk about how I coach people, how I impact lives. And so I did. And I was excited, right? Because, he has a big following and a big, influence on pop culture. And I'm not going to tell you the name, but if you go to my last post, you'll see it. So I'm in these streets. Do you hear me? When I say I'm in these streets, showing everybody, telling anybody that wants to learn, that wants to know about how to trade, about how to invest, about how to get in stocks, how to look at cryptocurrency. And you really could do it by yourself, right? You don't really need to have thousands of dollars. You don't really need to go through all this, hassle. I really put it in the ebook that I created, to be honest with you, because you can be a beginner and you can actually be trading. So I'm excited, y'all. I was on the live, right? I was like, oh, snap. I was talking. I was lit. Okay? I had the little people who was hearting me. I was like, yeah. All right? Don't tell me. Let me tell y'all something. The people that you know, they don't have to clap. They don't have to support, right? Because if something is ordained and it's something that God put in your lap to do, I promise you, he's going to make the provision and he's going to make sure that it flourishes. So I'm excited. I was on his live and, it's on my last post. So go ahead and just check it out. It's really dope. I'm going to be working with him on some other things that we, talked earlier today about. So I'm just excited for the whole process. Just thank you for everyone that already purchased the ebook. Thank you for everyone that's hit me up about a seminar, about doing webinars, private sessions for their companies. Thank you. Right? All I can say is God has been good to me. And so I'm just here to, share the information. I'm not putting it down anybody's throat. I'm not telling you, you need to, you better, what's going to happen to your future if you don't invest, if you don't do all of that. I'm not telling you what's going to happen. I'm not putting that on you. But I can promise you, if you don't listen to somebody, okay, that's telling you, if you don't start investing in your future, it's going to be a rough future, then hey, you don't got to listen to me. A lot of the times, depending upon what you look like, people don't expect you to know that information. They don't expect you to be the person that's actually able to show them the way. But that's all good because it don't matter who want to see, right? You could be green, you could be blue, white, black, orange. If you want to see the information, if you want to learn it for real, I'll show you. If you don't, keep scrolling, right? Life will go on. You do what you do. I do what I do. Okay. So that's the whole thing with me. I'm just excited. Today has actually been a great day, but tonight being on his live was like an even better thing, for me. So I'm excited, you guys. I just wanted to get on and tell y'all how dope my night was and how dope my day was. And your girl gonna be in the streets. Your girl gonna be on webinars. Your girl gonna be on some other people's pages that you ain't gonna think I'm on. But God is good. That's all I can say, right? I'm not taking credit for anything. He's just good. And when you are a seed sower and you put in your work and you put in your time and you put in that grind, you're supposed to reap something, right? That's principle, is it not? So www.buildersofwealth.com. Okay. That's where you can grab the ebook. When I tell you guys everything that I teach my beginners on how to profit, how to analyze that market, how to get into those charts, how to read it, I promise you is in there. I'm talking about from what is a candlestick to how you're supposed to look at the market. What is an uptrend to how you're supposed to get into the trade. A to Z. Okay. And I promise you, if you look at that ebook a lot, because you will have to study. Okay? It's no way you think you're going to learn a skill set without studying. All right? So if something happened to me, if I die, or if I stop this industry, if other people platforms stop, who you going to get? How you going to learn it? Right? That's why I put this ebook in place. You can always have this forever and ever and ever to learn it. And guess what? Then you pay it forward. After you learn it, after you start profiting, then show somebody else. Put people on, man. That's all I've been doing. I've been doing that for the last couple of years, putting people on, right? Some people, they learn certain things about how to get ahead, and they don't put the rest of their people on. They want to save it all for them. They don't want nobody else to get ahead. It could be family. It could be like literally blood. You will see your blood struggling. You will see your people that been rocking with you when you didn't have anything struggling. And then you don't want to put them on because you don't want nobody else to get ahead of you, right? They want to support you until you get ahead of them or more successful than them. Then they pull back, right? They pull back from you after you start getting success. Then it's not, oh, I'm so happy for you. Then it's who she thinks she is, or who he think he is. But I promise you, it's no living being on this planet Earth that can tell you that they met me, know me on a personal level or whatever, and say that I did not show anybody that want to learn this skill set, this information. Okay. If you on my personal mentorship group, they already know. I'll show you every strategy I know. I'll show you whoever I've seen it from. If it's something I create, I'll show everybody everything. I don't hide any information. You know why? Because my pastor, he didn't hide that information from us. Okay. My mentors, when they were teaching and grooming me, they didn't hide anything, and they still don't. I still talk to some of them to this day. They don't hide the information. So guess what I got to do? Now that I know how you can actually get wealthy without having to get 3 or 4 jobs, without having to literally stress for 40 years, you mean to tell me you think I ain't gonna help my people out? The devil is a lie. Right? Anybody that want to hear it, I'll tell you. You don't want to hear it, guess what we could do? Swipe up, scroll up, find some other gossip to listen to, find some other stuff to get into. But if you want to hear it, and if you want to learn, and if you're trying to figure out how in the world Shanika really retired, right? People been hearing about it. They're like, please, that girlie, please, she probably worked. Listen, I don't. Like, literally. Like, first of all, people that know me, they're not going to lie for you. They're not going to lie for me, right? I don't. Okay? My sleep pattern is all off because you know what I do? I take this phone for my crew, for my team. I take this phone. I get into the market early in the morning where everybody's asleep. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, I'm up. Okay? I'm sending out what I'm looking at in the market. Okay? And then I'm back to sleep. Wake up about 6 o'clock. Make sure my daughter gets straight for school. And guess what I'm doing? Back to sleep. Okay? And I get up whenever I feel like it. Or if I have a seminar, webinar, something to do. Like, that's it. So it's no cap into any of my life, right? I'm not a scammer that you can never speak to. You know, you have people in your inbox. Hey, if you want to send me $500 of Bitcoin, I'll send you $1 million by tomorrow, right? And then they give you a WhatsApp number or a Telegram fake name with a fake picture. That's not Shanika. Okay? Shanika is my real name. Just saying. Right? And if you know me personally, you already know that's not me at all. Okay? I give you my ups. I give you my downs. I give you the journey I went on. I tell my people all of that. Okay? And actually, by I think January 2023, I'm coming out with a book about my life, actually. But I'm just being honest with you. All I'm doing is do exactly what I see my spiritual father and my mentors do. Okay? They didn't hold back any information from me. So I'm not holding it back from the people, you know, I'm not holding it back from the people. And now that I've been, in this space to actually be able to be called an author now, it's just being able to open more doors for me. And, more people want me to come and show them, what I've learned and what I know. I'm supposed to be going to Ghana and Nigeria in June and July. And then I have a lot of stuff lined up in the next few months. So I'm just grateful, to be honest with you. I'm humble and grateful about how this opportunity, played itself out. I never would have thought years ago when I first started to learn it, I never would have thought that I would be in this state, right? To be honest with you guys and to keep it real funky with you, when I first learned how to be in the foreign exchange market and trade in crypto and all that, I was so broke, it was ridiculous. Okay, and I put this in my ebook, in my little short story. When I tell y'all, literally oodles and noodles for lunch at work. Okay, barely have gas money, and guess what? I have 2 degrees, and you would think, no, yes. Okay, just because you went to school a couple of times, okay, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to just get this 6-figure, 7-figure job. It just don't happen that way. We don't live, like, our world ain't perfect. Okay, so I had some struggles just like everybody else. But I promised my kids, listen, I'm going to figure out a way to get us out of the cycle. The cycle meaning we just got enough to pay these. We just got enough to pay this, right? Or you got to rob Peter, pay Paul. Okay, so I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. Granted, I didn't live in poverty or anything, but it wasn't no silver spoon. My parents still worked. They still instilled in us to work. So I didn't grow up like, here, you don't have to work. It's an inheritance. No, that wasn't my case either. Okay. So when my pastor literally showed us this opportunity, I was like, where I sign up at? Sign me up now, pastor. No, wait till tomorrow. Okay. I need to get in here now. I need to learn this now. Okay. And I literally put my all into learning this skill set. It was convenient for me. I'm a single parent, right? It was convenient for me because I could literally come home from my regular job and study, get on the sessions, learn it, open the books out, study. Okay. I didn't have to go to a second job, a third job. My kids was little. I didn't have time for that. Listen, I was not going to have my mom literally raise my children because I just worked. Right? I was like, nah, that ain't happening. So I couldn't really get no second job, to be honest with you. I just couldn't. So when I came across this information, it was like a godsend. And I just learned it. I learned it like my life depended on it. And now it's just, paying off. And so I just, encourage anyone that wants to learn how to invest. They want to trade, right? I always tell people, it's okay for someone to feed you, meaning they giving you the signal. They giving you what to do. But after a while, you want to feed yourself, right? You want to feed yourself. Like, you don't want to just be dependent upon somebody to just give you that all the time and you don't even learn the skill set. Because I promise you, the people that learn the skill set on their own, instead of just letting someone give you a signal, they're more wealthy than the people that take signals. You know why? Because say if you up, like right now, watching me, and say if I'm asleep, if you learn the skill set by yourself, you could be in this market. Okay? So I behoove you. When I say behoove you, I'm seriously. It's something that you definitely need to get into, and you shouldn't be waiting. You know why? Because there's so much stuff going on in the world today. All this uncertainty that we have. Keep on playing around and thinking that one source of income is going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Listen, when the pandemic hit, for the people that were into the foreign exchange market, cryptocurrency, and the stock market, we were chilling. Okay, we were actually excited because we knew what was coming. We knew some of the things that was about to pop off when it comes to the finance market, and we capitalized off of that thing. Okay, literally had people in my group 6 figures, 7 figures. And when I tell you, first of all, if you know Shanika, I don't cap. Okay, I don't. When I tell you people, like literally people that I've helped coach, they literally hit these numbers. Facts. Okay. Ask about me. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So I'm excited. Some of the people that's been hitting me up, like I said, whether it's a person with 1,000 followers or a person with 600,000, 1 million, 2 million followers. Like, I've been able to have conversations with all different types of people since the ebook has been out. And so I'm just excited. I'm supposed to be going to Atlanta in the next few weeks to kind of help a few of influencers out that's hit me up and saw my ebook. And so I'm just happy. I'm happy that, People are actually learning something from the ebook. They are, getting it and being able to understand it, XYZ. Like, really simple. I didn't make it hard at all. I didn't use all those cute little, professional finance terms. Heck no. I'm real. Okay? Break that thing down to me in regular people talking. Okay? That's what I did. All right. So I'm excited about it. Again, www.buildersofwealth.com. The link is in my bio to grab the new ebook. It's called The Blueprint to Wealth, a Beginner's Guide into Trading. I promise you, you're going to need something more than YouTube. Right? Please hear me. You're going to need more than YouTube to be able to be in this platform, in this space to learn. Okay. So why not have something that you can have forever? And then in a few months, I'm coming out with something else. So you'll be able to check that out as well. But I'm just excited for what's going on, Excited to be able to help anyone that wants to learn. To be honest with you, every time I hear my email go off or my assistant tell me, hey, this week, this amount of sales came through, I pray a prayer over every person that purchases the book. My prayer is, God, thank you for allowing them to sow into your work in the kingdom of God. And I hope that it touches them and they'll be able to profit from it. That's my prayer on every single person that purchases it, because it's not just about me. Okay. It's about being able to show people what they literally left out of the school books. Right. A lot of people really thinking that the foreign exchange market, cryptocurrency, stocks, all that just kind of came out. But that thing been around before I was born, before you was born, before your grandma was born. That's how long it been around. And it generates trillions daily. Okay. You're trying to figure out how people continue to stay wealthy and you don't really see them go into a job, or they have a couple of businesses, but you be like, how? Their business this was low this year. How did they still listen? It's so many people that trade. It's so many countries that's in there. You can literally trade all kind of things. You can trade gold. You can trade silver, platinum, gas, oil. Okay, you can trade all of those things. Cryptocurrency now, right? Don't get it twisted. This is not a fad. Cryptocurrency is not just going to be around for this year and leave. I promise you, it is the wave. Not going to be. It is right now the wave of the future. After a while, you're not going to have a penny, a quarter, or a dollar bill. It's all going to be digital. Okay, you see the metaverse here, right? You see the NFTs here. You see the cryptocurrency here. Y'all can't see the vision. It's not going to be regular cash. That's why they're not making any more coins. That's why those signs was all over the buildings. Hey, we don't have an exact change. You know why? They're not making any more. So keep on thinking, but one of your cousins that don't know nothing, okay, because you know how some of us do, listen to our cousin that don't know a thing, and they tell you, don't put your money in no crypto. No, what? You can't feel that dollar. Listen, keep on listening to people that have no knowledge, and you're going to stay dumb. I'm just being real. I don't even know no other cute way to put it. Like, keep on listening to people with no knowledge, and you're going to stay in the same situations that you always been in. You got to get around people that know, and they're not too bougie to tell you. Okay? I humbled myself down. I did not know much about investing. I did not know much about the foreign exchange market when I went into this space. I humbled myself down to my spiritual father, and he taught us and showed us what to do. I humbled myself down to some of my mentors along the way. Mind you, I was older than them, right? And then guess what? They showed me some things. I ain't had no pride. Listen, one thing about it, if you in poverty, or if you broke, or if you ain't got much money to pay this and that, and you got kids, you shouldn't have pride now. That pride been gone. That pride was gone when you pushed the child out. You shouldn't have pride. When it comes to, listen, somebody say amen. Listen, I'm telling you, you should not have pride when it comes to responsibilities. If you don't know, you better ask. Okay? If you're trying to figure it out and you know someone else knows that information, you better get with them. Because your kids can't eat pride. You can't pay your light bill with pride. Your rent and your mortgage company, they don't care about your pride. They don't care about, no, they don't. They want that money when it's time for you to pay those bills. So if someone else knows the information that you need And you mean to tell me you gonna have pride to just keep scrolling and know goodness well you need additional income. You know goodness well you want another job somewhere. You see somebody posting all the time about different jobs. And you don't want to inbox them to ask them how could you get into that job? Because you got pride. Pride gonna have you with the white mouth. That's what my grandma said, the white mouth. You know what the white mouth mean, right? Starving. Okay? So I humbled my little soul down. And I got that information. It wasn't easy for somebody that's younger than you to be showing you something that you really should have known years ago. But guess what I did? Humble myself down and they showed me the info. I don't have no pride. Right now, if I don't know, I will Google, or I'm going to call somebody, or I'm going to inbox somebody to ask them a question. I don't have no pride. And you shouldn't either. Especially when you know last year did not end well for you financially, spiritually, or emotionally, to be honest with you. Any area of your life, you shouldn't have that much pride that you are willing to suffer, or you're willing to allow your children to suffer because you don't want to ask for help, because you don't want to get that information and learn it. All right. So when I started this situation, I said, I don't got no pride. Because see here, when those kids come knocking on the door, Mom, we want, Mom, we need, Mom, can I go? Listen, play with it if you want to. I knew I had to do something, and I had to do it fast. Okay? I was not finna ask no other soul for no money. Let me borrow this. Let me borrow this. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, John, Luke, all of the disciples. I was doing that. So when I speak to people in seminars, webinars, or my team, or anyone that I come across, I be real with people. It's tough when you don't have it like that. So when I got the information, I knew what I had to do. And I just literally learned it like my life depended on it. I'm talking about literally, I was willing to break up. If I had a friend, I was willing to break up. I was willing to leave family members alone. I didn't care. Like, literally, my family, if you knew my family, they would tell you the truth. I did not care who did not believe in what I saw. I knew it. One thing about me, if I see it if I see it and God shows it to me and I know I can do it, I don't care what happens on this planet Earth. I'm going to accomplish it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it. And you need to be the same way. Nothing should be able to stop you from your vision. Nothing should be able to stop you from opening up your own business if that's what you want to do. If that's your passion, you better do it. And it doesn't matter who claps for you. It doesn't matter who supports you. Because I promise you, if it's of God and he ordained it and it's supposed to happen, you'll be all right. And I'm all right. I appreciate everybody's support. I just want to say that's why God will bless you as always. Listen, God is always blessing me. Whether it's no one, it don't have to be financially like, somebody giving me $1 million or somebody giving me money. But at the same time, I've also been blessed with information. Okay, I've been blessed with info. And that's way more than somebody can bless me with $100 or $200. Because the information that I have been able to be around this last 6 or 7 years, baby, play around with me. And I'm going to be on an island. What's up, bro? My brother just joined. My sister just joined. My kid, listen, I'm going to be on an island. Y'all play around with me. I'm going to be on an island. Okay, with the information that I have been able to find out this last few years. Okay, when I promise you, God blesses you in way more different ways than just somebody putting some money in your hand. He actually allowed doors to be open. You meet people that you probably would never be able to meet in a regular setting, like real regular day to day. Okay, I've been blessed to be able to travel all over this world, meet some amazing people. I'm talking about billionaires, millionaires. I'm talking about people that got sick zeros in the bank account, like a lot of zeros. Okay, and guess what? Little old country girl from the South standing on the side of greatness, each side. All right. Would I probably been able to do this without learning this skill set? And probably not, because I probably would still be at the job working. And I wouldn't be able to travel. I wouldn't be able to go here and there. I wouldn't be able to go at the drop of a dime. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'll have to just stay at the job. So I thank God for every part of this journey, not just the financial side. I thank God for the people that I have met. I thank God for the lives that I have been able to impact. So when I tell you guys tonight, me being on his live was like, oh my gosh, like someone that literally was just in a video with Trina and Yandy, you know, all the top go-getter chicks, okay? This guy was just in a video with them, you know, at the Super Bowl and stuff. And he literally said, Queen, come on here. And I'm like, let me grab my wig. You know, I had to get my wig off the pillow. I said, let me grab my wig real quick and put this little ring light on because it's time to show up. You know, if somebody press your button, it's time for you to show up. And so I just did it. I was like, look, I don't have no, listen, first of all, like I said, I don't have no pride now. Okay? You better know when your moment, you better know when God is actually hitting that button for your moment to be on. And when it's time, you better be able to perform. And that's just in life. When it's time for him, when your name is called and it's time for you to get blessed, you better be able to show up. Because you don't know how the blessing is going to come. That's the beauty about our God. You don't know how the blessing is going to come. Right? A girl the other day on TikTok, she got like 2 million followers and she shared my video. I've been getting so much inboxes and all kind of stuff and emails going off just because she shared my video. Like I said, you don't have to give me $100 to say I'm blessed, right? God, he do all kind of stuff for you. It don't just be financially. But I promise you, like I tell people all the time, when people come across and you come across people that are genuine, that really only want to really see you win, you might want to, follow them and stick around because they're trying to show you something. And that's exactly what I did. I don't have any, beef with nobody. I don't have no, nobody can tell you Shanika did some underhanded stuff to get this. Shanika, she stole some people. She brought, no. Mm-mm. I put in my work. I put in my time and I grinded the right way. I didn't shade nobody to get here. I promise you. Nobody can tell you that. If they do, they lie. And people will lie on you. That's just the bottom line. But I'm just grateful. Tonight was a really good night. It just kind of showed me like, wow, like, girl, you out here playing around. Like, you got to keep that. You might well just go ahead and sleep with your wig on because you got to just stay ready. Ladies, we take the wig off when it's time to go to sleep now. But I need to keep it on because you just never know when I, get an opportunity. But I'm just so grateful for it, you guys. For all of the support that everyone has shown me. Like I said, whoever's, got the ebook already or will be getting it. I pray over everyone. Every time I hear the email go off, every time my assistant tell me some more came in, I always say a prayer over each person that got it. And I hope that it blesses you. I hope that you're able to learn from it and you're able to profit from it. And then you show somebody else. Because y'all, trading in this market and stocks and all this stuff, it's been around for centuries, y'all. I'm talking about our great grandmother had the foreign exchange market way back when. But the crazy thing is, you would probably ask yourself, why in the world we don't really read all about this in our economics class, when we in high school and even college, your macroeconomics, your all of that stuff, your statistics, you don't really hear about it. You hear about a Dow Jones a little bit, but you don't really go into it. It don't really tell you how to do it. It don't even tell you who is in that market. And if somebody told you you have the opportunity to be in the market with Chase Bank, Bank of America, Amazon, Boeing, you got an opportunity to be in a space that you can learn the same thing that those brokers and those investors learn to trade Chase Bank money. You can learn the same skill set and you can grab some of that $7 trillion a day. You mean to tell me you're going to be like, I ain't got time for that. Shit. Oh. When they told me how much is generated a day, my brother used to say this, rest in peace to my brother. He used to say, burr? Burr? What? 7 trillion? Every day. And I can get a little piece of that if I learn. Okay. So I learned because I needed a piece, right? And with the ebook, you'll be able to get there as well, right? Because a lot of people think that you gotta be advanced trader or something, advanced investor for you to profit. That's a lie. That is a lie. Okay? I got beginners that literally profit. People listen, one guy literally came in and in 24 hours he had already profited. I mean, ain't no need for me to lie. If you was in my group, you would see it. And I'm sure if you saw some posts, if you scroll back throughout a few years, you see some of the posts that I post. Or my YouTube name is Forex for Newbies. You listen, I ain't no need for me to lie. Okay? When I tell you, literally, people that's just getting out of prison, some of them still in there, they trading. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, yeah, right. But it's the truth. Now, you got to ask yourself now. I tell people this all the time. Because to be honest with you, one of my best success stories is still in there. And, yeah, I ain't going to, of course, I ain't going to tell you his name. And, of course, I ain't going to tell you how much he done made. But I can promise you when he does get out, I wanted to get on here and just say, I'm grateful for the love that's been shown. I'm grateful to be able to be of assistance to anyone that wants to learn how to get into trading, how to learn, how to look at it, analyze it, everything. Grateful for all of that. And I just wanted to tell everybody to make sure that you grab the ebook, www.buildersofwealth.com. Go ahead and scroll down on the page, click it. Boom, you got it. And then I give you my contact information, literally contact information straight to me at the end of it. And if you get tips, if you got questions, I give you some tips. I give you some assistance. People have been doing it. Some of them, live in England and stuff like that in Canada. So they texting, emailing at 3 a.m. my time, but, their time is not. So whenever I do get up, I'll see it and I respond. But the link is in the bio, you guys. And if you do not know how to get to the bio, www.buildersofwealth.com, you guys. Hopefully you guys have a great night and the rest of the great weekend. I pray that you guys be blessed and continue to be blessed. Stay healthy and stay safe.